Okay, so we're looking at the 2022 multiple choice questions 1 to 6. And we're going through these. This is the tech active, by the way. We're doing tech active. Now, a 4 kilogram object moves in a straight line over time, t is between 0 and 5 with a particular velocity given there. Determine the velocity when t is 3. So we're going to go here, we're going to go when t equals 3, v equals 9 plus 8 times 3 minus 3 squared. Okay, we're going to do that on our calculator and we'll get 24. I'm not even going to show you that because you should all be able to do that. Momentum is mass times velocity. So that's going to be, it's a mass of 4 by 24, 96. So that gives us answer C. That's a pretty nice straightforward one for you, as long as you remember your momentum is mass times velocity. Question 7. They give you A in terms of N. It gives it 3n plus 2i plus 2j. B is n take 2j. They want you to do the cross product and it equals so many k. Find the possible values of n. Now, if we're cross product of A and B, A is 3n plus 2 to 0, and we're crossing that with 0, n minus 2, 0. And it's going to be equal to 0, 0, 1 take 2n. Okay, so it's the cross product and that's what it's equal to. Now, if we use our cross product rule, this should equal, you end up with 0 take 0, 0 take 0, 3n plus 2 times n take 2 take 0. That's if you're applying your rule. You know, when you do the this one times this one is 0 and this one times this one is 0. And then we do this one times this one is 0 and this one times this one is 0. And then you do the that times that, which is that, but then 2 take 0 is 0. So it's using the rule on your rule sheet. We then equate. We know this is our k and we know it's got to equal that. So we're going to equate 3n plus 2, n take 2 equals 1 take 2n. Okay, we could solve that. That's going to be a quadratic. This is tech active though, so let's go to our options, calc, solve n. In our brackets we've got 3x plus 2, close brackets, open brackets, x minus 2, close brackets, equals 1 take 2x, close my brackets, execute, and it gives me there, you can see that, gives me -1 and 5/3. So there we go, that's answer B, is the correct answer there. So for that equate, we just did our solve n. Shortest way of doing it. Because we are trying to be as quick as we can with these multi-choice because they're only a mark each. Question 8. Determine the gradient of the tangent of the curve at that point. Now, if we want the gradient tangent curve, let's derive it. We're going to implicitly derive it. Probably shouldn't write in red for you. Implicitly derive, this is going to be 2y dy dx minus 3 equals 0. Obviously, dy dx is going to equal 3 divided by 2y, sorry, I left my y out. 2y. So I've got 2y, because I'll just take the 3 over that side, it becomes positive, divide by the 2y. So using then dy dx, substituting my y value, 3 over 2 root 2. All of my options are in decimals, so it's a case of jumping on my calculator and going 3 divided by, in brackets, 2 times 2 root 2, close my bracket, oh, hang on, delete, just got to get out of there, and then close my brackets. It's going to give it to me in surd form. What's it as a decimal? 0.53. Oops, apologies. 0.53. So that is B as our answer. So we just had to implicitly derive to get our gradient and then just substitute in what we needed. The x was unnecessary. We didn't need that because our gradient was just 3 over 2y. Question 9. 9's a big matrixy question. I always love a big matrixy question. Now it is, we want to find x. X times this matrix equals that matrix. Remember when we multiply our inverse, I'm just going to show you, oops, matrix algebra. Because the matrix we want to move is here, we multiply it by the inverse on the right hand side, which means we must multiply it by the inverse on that side as well. So x is going to be 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1 times 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, inverse. All right, I'm going to jump on my calculator here. Oops, execute. Sorry, I've just gone, oh, here we go. I want to go math vac, because I want to get straight into here and just go 3 by 3. So my 3 by 3 matrix is 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, oops, delete, 2, you've got to make sure, I'm trying to be as quick as I can putting this in. I'm going to times it by 3 by 3, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then I've got to put that to the -1 because that's my inverse I want. I get 0, 1, 1, 1, -1, 2, -1, 0, 2. Which one does that come up with? That will give me, I think that's answer A, isn't it? That's going to be A, because if we check it up next to our calculator, that's the one we want. 1, 0, 0, 1, -1, 2, -1, 0, 2. Beautiful. Question 10. In a town, the mean number of residents per household is 0.379 people, with a standard deviation of 1.47 people. Using a random sample of 45 households from a town, determine the probability that the mean number of residents per household will be more than 4. All right. It is more than 45, so therefore it's approximately normal. The mean is 3.75, and we want to find when it's more than 4. So 7, 9, more than 4. That's what we're after. So we're going to go to stats. So in my calculator, I'm going to take it to stats mode. Oops. I've got a distribution it's going to be normal. NCD. My lower is going to be 4. My upper, just 99999, because it's going to be super big. My standard deviation is 1.47 divided by the square root of 45, because standard deviation over the square root of n. And my mean is 3.79. I solve that and I get P as 0.16895. My calculator's telling me. Sorry, I should have showed you the screen. Did you see it? That was the previous screen, what I entered. Just if I didn't give you a clear shot of that, I'm sorry. So we then compare to the answers we've got, and that's going to be answer A. And we're done.